Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I am your lovely host for this channel, Jason, and welcome to Tarot by the Pines. Folks, I have a very special video for you today. I was sent the Cordein Tarot by a good friend of mine, Gabriel, who has worked so hard on getting this deck created, and this deck is officially launching on Kickstarter August 1st of 2023. Of course, I will put in the description box below where you can check that out, back it if you like, and just a little bit more information about this deck. So this is more of the finalized version. However, I was sent the prototype, I guess, or the rough draft of this deck many months ago. So I figured I would do a side-by-side comparison of the differences that Gabriel has made with this deck. Now, as you can see, I have the wrapping still on here, so I have not opened it. So let me go ahead and get this open. All right, folks, so she has been unveiled, she has been unwrapped, so let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So in my box, I was also gifted this letter from Gabriel, and also more information about his company, Tarova, which I think for any business, it is very lovely to have a letter with any purchase you have. Nowadays, they really don't do that, but so I really like how it just feels more personable or more genuine that you have brought their product. And I've also received a few stickers. Very lovely. So let's go ahead and get started. So the differences is already seeing a lot of differences. So this is the new version, or the new box, the new front. I absolutely love this. Let's see. All right, so it looks like the same. So it says, one-of-a-kind deck inspired by games, tarot, and a dream with 2 years in the making. This 78-card polygon and geometric art style tarot deck will tap into your inner gamer in creative ways. Tarot gives insight to the energies around you to bring answers. So folks, if you have not guessed it, I am a gamer. I love games, and this kind of reminds me of that early 2000s, maybe 90s video games where it's all like that pixelated and polygon type of style of game. So I'm dating myself here. So let's go ahead and get into this unboxing. I'm going to put in the original on the right and then the new on the left. Let's hopefully I remember this. So let's go in the backs, shall we? The backs have remained the same, although I can tell that this is gray and this is more of like a dark purple. So I like this, but then again, I did like this as well. All right, folks, let's get into it. So we have the Fool here. And oh, already getting myself mixed up, folks. Look at that. All right. So looking at this, so you have here the little boy is going off the cliff, and then there's the dog here that's trying to pull him from going off the cliff. Doesn't seem like much has changed from this. Ooh, okay, here we go, folks. Yes. All right, so clearly the magicians have been changed. So the magician is all about harnessing all the 4 elements, or all the 4 suits, and using them to your advantage. I really like how the cup here is just overfilleth, and then the wand here is bursting with light, and then the sword has some type of wave going here. Where is the pentacle? I guess that would be the pentacle. Okay. Okay. Going into the High Priestess. All about using your intuition. Okay. All right, no difference here. Doesn't look like. Going into the Empress. Oop. Having that nurturing quality. Being very creative. You can see here the art style is very polygon, very geometric, very like early 90s, maybe early 2000s old school video game illustrations. The Emperor, all about leadership, being in the forefront. Okay. And the cardstock is, I feel like it's linen. I might be incorrect, but I like the feel of the cards. The Hierophant here. Always thought like the Hierophant was very stuffy and very, I hate to say it, religious, but I really like this, how it doesn't seem too intimidating. Just a couple people or a few people going to someone looking for advice, even though there's a church in the back with the bell. Not much has changed in this card. The Lovers, absolutely love the representation here. See that there has been a change here. I really like this, that there's an actual, the angel is right in the middle, whereas here the angel was off to the right. Let's see, is there any other differences? There's some type of coloring here that's been changed. Just a little. But I like this Lovers. Need more homosexuality representation, folks. The Chariot. Okay, so here I can definitely tell that the lighting has been brightened just a little bit. This is about taking control in front of you and just basically having that balance. Yeah, just little coloring differences here and there. This has been changed. The little, I guess, the cape. Strength card, about having this inner strength to prevail. Just minor coloring differences. Looks like the tree has been changed. Just little coloring differences here and there. The Hermit, love this Hermit. I love Hermit cards in general. Very up my vibe. It is being reclusive and just, you know, getting away from the hustle and bustle and just trying to have that inner peace and focus on what's important, or get back to what's important. Sometimes you need that. The Wheel of Fortune. All about that karmic consequences. What goes up must come down. Don't see much difference here. The Justice card, knowing right from wrong, weighing the options. The Hanged Man, about flipping one's perspective to see the other option, the other side. Ooh, Death has been changed. I like this. Well, I like this too. So Death represents that what ends is not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes that change is very beneficial to us. So we have here the Reaper. It looks like there's been like two souls here. And then there's the half moon, and there's the full moon, and the old one. Yeah, both death cards are good, but I like the new change. Oh, here we go. So we actually have two death cards. So if you don't like the other way, you can just switch it. Have the Temperance here. Again, going back to that Chariot, having that good balance, the harmony. The Devil. I like this. Being tempted. Nothing has changed. I like the male representation. Okay. The Tower. Another card about change and endings. The foundation is being struck by lightning, so it's being torn down so we can rebuild back up. Don't see much difference. Just little minor, very minor color changes. Going into the Star, having that hope after that traumatic experience with the Tower. The Moon. Have the 2 wolves and the dove. Yeah, nothing's have changed. It's a mysterious card. I always struggle with the Moon. And then the Sun, a very beautiful sun here. All about doing what you love and just having that energy radiate from you, from doing the things you like and just being very happy and hopeful. Judgment here, having that ha-ha moment. And then the World has not been changed as well. This person is holding the Earth in their hands. This is the completion of the major arcana. There has been changes with the symbols here. Clearly, here you could not see the symbols, where here you can definitely see them. I like this change. So we're in the Cup suit here, the beginning of our emotions. And then the 2. I always call this like the date card. Building a stronger bond with another person. Yeah, just very minor color changes here. And the 3, the celebratory card. Taking that extra bond, or taking that bond with another person and going a step further with someone else. These characters remind me like fairies for some reason. Going into the 4, kind of having that focusing too much on these 3 cups when someone's offering something else. All right, the 5, crying over spilled milk is what I always say. Focusing on what's been lost when you have 2 other cups that are still full. I really like the palette of the minor suits. I know the cups are very blue, and I can only imagine like the swords is like this very frosty environment. The 6, the nostalgia card, the kindness card. The 7, having multiple options in front of you. Just need to pick what's better to serve you. Doesn't look like much has changed. Going into the 8. Going from one journey to another, leaving what in the past. The 9. Having your dreams, wishes come true, that fulfillment. The 10, having that emotional fulfillment and you're spreading it to others. I like how the cups are the rainbow here. So it looks like you have a mixture of different characters. It's pretty cool. Going into the quartz, this is the Page. The Knight, I love the seahorse. Queen, have all the different fishes jumping around. Then there's the turtle. The King. So you have like the crown here, and then the suit to the left. Smart eye-to-eye coordination. Going into the Pentacles, all about our material items, possessions, money. Gotta love it. 2, having that juggling act between priorities. Just very minor color corrections. 3, having that collaboration moment. Love that there's actual 3 individuals here. Just a little bit brighter on the new version. 4, hoarding resources or taking inventory of the resources. Experiencing hardship, poverty, needing to ask for help, even though we probably are too prideful and we don't want to. But it doesn't hurt to ask. The 6, giving and receiving. This person is giving, the other person is taking. The 7, love that the apples are the pentacles. About taking a step back and looking how far we've come. The 8, mastering one's craft. Something different here, whatever this is. It's not on this card. And then the 9, ooh, it's beautiful. I like all the greenery. This person is living their best life, living in their abundance. And then the 10, sharing that abundance with others. All right, going into the courts, the Page, the Knight, oh yeah, just minor color corrections, and then the Queen, and then the King. All right, going into my favorite suit, the Swords, all about our intellectual communication, strategic thinking. Okay. The 2, choosing between 2 choices, going what's going to better serve us in the long term. The 3, ooh, the Heartbreak card, experiencing grief, a traumatic experience, a loss perhaps. And then the 4, ooh, like this. This person is retreating and just recollecting themselves, having a hermit moment, if you will. Yeah, there's something changed here, like a small boulder, small rock. There's more birds here. 5, a conflict card. Having disagreements and conflict with others. Looking a bit greedy, taking all the swords away. Definitely more brighter here. The 6, another journey card, going from one journey to another, leaving what's in the past. The 7, that trickery, the thievery, the debauchery. So the Swords palette is darker than what I would imagine it would be in terms of like the actual backgrounds. Clearly this is the nighttime. The 8, being bound by one's thoughts, even though if you just open that blindfold, you'll know that you're not as trapped as you think. I would have liked to seen this suit have like a brighter or more whiter palette, like to remind me of like the winter. The Nine of Swords, that Nightmare card. This person is in a tent and they cannot go to sleep because they are worried. They have their thoughts just really on their mind. It's not a good feeling when you cannot sleep, folks. The 10, this is like a rock bottom. And there's only one way to go from here, and that's up. Page of Swords. The Knight. The Queen. See, it's this just, even though the clouds, I mean, I know they're clouds, but they look like sheets of ice. So that's what I was anticipating with this deck, or with this suit. The King. Okay. Going into the Fiery Wands. This is all about our creativity, our passions, sexual drive. The 2, making plans to travel. This person has the world in their hands, knowing that it is their oyster. Is that the same? The world is your oyster. And then the 3, you're actually taking those plans and actually doing them. This is the action card. I like this palette. The wands is very fiery, so of course I imagine this to be a orange palette. The 4, the celebratory card, looks like a wedding. The 5, ooh, another conflict. Too many cooks in the kitchen here, although not sure what's going on. Huh. I see plates. Huh. Not what I would imagine as the 5 of Wands. The 6 here, that victory, coming home from a victorious battle, getting the acknowledgement, the recognition that you deserve. The 7, having our defenses up. We are standing our ground. The 8, going with the flow. Things are moving fast, so you gotta go fast with them too, honey. And then the 9, this person is injured. They are really persevering through their journey. They are almost done. It's just a little bit of difference here, getting more of the cliff of the water. Then the 10, you are just carrying too much burden, honey. You need to delegate some of these tasks. The Page. And then the Knight. Ooh, this Knight is actually wearing all the armor, honey. Then the Queen. Oh, I like the sunflowers included. Gotta have that. And then finally, the King. There, in this, the new edition, there is black edging here, as you can see, very shiny. And then here in the original, has no edging. So with the edging, it makes it a little bit thicker. But it's also, I know with gilding and edging, it can make the corners sharp. However, here it's flat, so it's not going to like scrape your fingers when you shuffle. So it makes it a little bit thicker. So let's go ahead and give it a shuffle and see what card comes up. All right, folks. So I'm going to do these 2 cards since they did jump out. When I was shuffling the cards, they were sticky, but that's because it's brand spanking new. So it's going to shuffle really well, especially if you are a riffle shuffler, because this is a more playing cards feel. So it's going to give that really ASMR tarot shuffling. Oh, we got the Queen of Wands and then the King of Wands. So of course I get a court cards. I am such a struggle bus on court cards, but with the court card system anyway, when you get into the courts, they are more like especially with the king and queen, they're like the masters of their suit. So they are the ones that you would look to for advice or just to be inspired to become, because with the page and the knight, they're more less experienced. They're actually learning and doing, whereas these, they are actually delegating all their tasks to others. Their experience and wisdom is something that we tend to aspire to achieve and receive when it comes to their royal system. So it does not come with a guidebook. However, I don't know if it's going to be like a PDF guidebook or what have you, but you can definitely check the Kickstarter in the description box below. It will be launching August 1st, 2023. Overall, this is a probably a gamer's come true. If you like this type of artwork and it speaks to you, then definitely check out the Kickstarter launch in the description box below. My only thing, or a couple things rather, the sword suit, I see the suits as seasons. So of course the wands is that that summery, fiery season, and then the pentacles is more like that harvesting, so the autumn feeling, and then spring would be the cups, and then the swords is that cold-hearted winter, that very icy season that I really come to know and love with the winter. So I kind of wanted to see these swords be more represented in that icy realm. And the other thing is the court system. I may be biased regardless, because court cards are very hard for me to decipher and understand. So I kind of want it more, I don't even know how to say it. I just need it more, more things to pull from in the court system. I don't know, maybe more symbols or just more action than what I'm seeing. But again, that I'm being biased because the court system is something I struggle with on the day-to-day basis, folks. And of course, I had to get 2 court cards in this shuffle here. As you can see by the artwork, even though this is a geometric polygon type of illustration, it does follow the RWS artwork to a majority of the cards. So any beginner can read this deck, or a more experienced reader can easily pick up the illustrations. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think about the Cordein Tarot? Is it something that you're attracted to? What do you think about the artwork? Does it speak to your gamer heart? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, check out Gabriel's Kickstarter campaign in the description box below. And Gabriel, thank you so much for sharing your amazing artwork and just really dedication to the overall tarot community. I know this is something that you've been working so hard on, and best of luck with the campaign. So thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? And until next time, I will see you for my next video. Take care.